Also tonight, a Pennsylvania state trooper is in critical condition after a shootout with a suspect during a traffic stop. It happened this morning in Plainfield Township, Northampton County.
We have Team 3 coverage of this for you. Joe Holden is live at St. Luke's University Hospital where the corporal is being treated. But first, we want to go to Alicia Nieves, who's live in Plainfield Township with a timeline of what happened today. Alicia?
Well, Yuki and Jess, we are told this started as a traffic stop at 11 this morning that turned into an all-out brawl and then a shootout on a busy highway. You can see just behind me, state police investigators are still out here on the highway where it happened, collecting evidence and praying that their shot corporal survives. Evidence markers line Route 33 in Northampton County. Most mark the bullets that blasted back and forth on this highway during a shooting and brawl between one man and two state police troopers.
The troopers were in a knockdown, drag-out fight along the side of the road with vehicles speeding by them, and it got very, very violent.
State police say the man who was driving this blue Pontiac sedan was ticketed for speeding, and after receiving that ticket,
the trooper gets back into his vehicle. He's about to leave. The operator steps out of his vehicle and flags the trooper down, and he wants to speak to him more about the citation.
It was at that time the trooper suspected the man was intoxicated. He called for backup, and when it arrived, the troopers attempted to arrest the man.
The trooper goes to place the subject under arrest, and at this point he begins to violently resist arrest.
That's when the brawl between the man and two troopers happened on this highway. The brawl turned into a shootout with one corporal shot 3 times. The shooter also shot.
Even after being shot, the subject was able to get back in his vehicle and he drove himself away from the scene.
Authorities say he drove to a nearby hospital in Easton. Chopper 3 was over the hospital as his blue Pontiac was still outside.
He was subsequently transported to Lehigh Valley Cedar Crest campus, where I believe at this point he is undergoing surgery.
And state police are not releasing the name of the shooter. We are told the corporal was immediately taken from the scene here to a nearby hospital, St. Luke's, and again, he was shot 3 times. Reporting live in Northampton County, Alicia Nieves, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Alicia, thank you. And as you mentioned, the trooper who was shot is in the intensive care unit at St. Luke's University Hospital in Bethlehem. And Eyewitness News reporter Joe Holden is there to continue our team coverage. Joe?
Yuki, as you can imagine, there are so many questions left to answer. We expect to get a whole bunch of updates tomorrow morning at a 10 o'clock news conference at the Bethlehem State Police Barracks. Some of my law enforcement sources telling me tonight the exchange that happened along Route 33, that highway there in Plainfield Township, for whatever reason, the suspected shooter's temper lit up like a fuse. In the meantime, state police troopers here at the side of their fallen brother, hoping for the best. A cold rain beating down outside St. Luke's Hospital in Bethlehem, and dozens of state troopers are here hoping for the best after what's been a traumatic day for the men and women of the Pennsylvania State Police.
Right now, our guy is up there fighting for his life. He's a warrior, and like I said, he went through a heck of a fight out there along the side of the road, and he has the will to live, and God willing, he is going to pull through this.
State Police Captain Rich D'Ambrosio wouldn't identify the wounded corporal. CBS 3 sources say he enlisted with the state police more than a dozen years ago. Governor Wolf on Tuesday afternoon released a statement that read, in part, "This senseless act of violence is a reminder of the sacrifices made daily by all our brave men and women in uniform." The corporal was rushed to this Level 1 trauma center by ambulance and spent much of the afternoon in surgery.
He is out of surgery right now. He is in extremely critical condition, but he is stable. So we are very hopeful that the progress that he's made in the last couple hours, we're hopeful that it will continue.
And you heard it right there from the captain. The state police corporal is in critical condition, but of course the silver lining is that he is making progress. Now, as far as the timeline for tomorrow morning's press conference, we also expect the district attorney of Northampton County to be weighing in on this. He will be working along with the state police major case team. They are driving the investigation right now, and CBS 3 of course will keep you posted. We will be there, and we will be carrying that news conference and keeping you up to date on all of the latest developing details on this story. For now, though, that is the latest. Reporting live outside St. Luke's University Hospital in Bethlehem, I'm Joe Holden, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Joe, thank you. Stay with Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of the trooper shooting. We'll keep you informed on air and online at cbsphilly.com.